Leadership versus management. Management is something that used to be popular in the business world, but now nobody wants to be managed. Managed is really a pushing of employees for the gain of another manager or the business itself. Where leadership, everybody wants to be led. Leadership is what drives employees to be their best. Leadership is empowering those who are working to work harder, and leadership is looking at a common goal. However, leadership is a very difficult skill and something that all leaders are continuously working on. The statistics of leadership and engaging employees is incredibly high and something that is very monitored now in today's society. This statistic here gives some, or this slide here gives some statistics as far as staff and how important it is to keep an engaged staff, as time is money and happy employees really do produce what's best for the company. Further, those engaged employees can rise to fill management roles. As we've looked at, oftentimes a managed entry-level management position is led or is filled by a high-performing employee. If that employee is engaged and fully understands the position of leadership, he or she could perhaps rise to even the next level of management. 80% of staff are not engaged. It's been said that employers leave bosses. Employers do not leave employers, leaving that leader position incredibly important. There are several different elements of great leadership. Here are some that I personally take when I'm working within my department or in my role at the financial that I work at. First is being adept. I really think it's important that we ensure that our team is performing the best of their ability. That may take some time to look to see what that ability is of our team. Some teams really are just equipped to perform better. However, a wonderful team or a great team is that is performing at its best. We need to rally for our teams for the best results. Think and act quickly. Those are all in terms of being adept. Respect. We need to respect the company we work for. We need to respect our goals as well as our staff. I think respecting those around you is incredibly important. To gain respect, you really need to earn it and to give it. So respect is a two-way street. It's not something that when you become a leader, you earn respect automatically. That is kind of that mentality along the lines of management. So in order to respect someone, you need to show common courtesy, care for them, and that kind of leads into communication. You can communicate with your team and ensure that they fully understand what your expectations are. But in communicating, you can understand what his or her expectations of you are as well. So communicating what you're looking for, how he or she can get better, and that flows right into that coaching and engaging. As I said at the beginning, if 80% of our staff are not engaged, that's not acceptable, and that is not what's going to really elevate our team to its fullest potential. So we really need to coach, and when we're coaching, we really need to look at that employee and look where he or she is. We need to coach to their personal development as well as their performance. So if we have goals preset, we need to look at where they're making the mark and where they're missing the mark, and then where they want to be in a professional career, where they're at and how we can best elevate them to making sure that they are at a level that they are striving for. This slide clearly displays the difference between that management style to a leader style. As you can see, the leader or the boss to the left there is a manager. And since we read left to right, I would think that we want to evolve to the right. So rather than demanding an employee, we want to coach him or her to greatness. We don't want someone to rely on our authority, but rely on our goodwill. So, giving to the company because they really want to. We don't want to give ultimatums, but rather add enthusiasm and create kind of that awareness and camaraderie amongst the team. Rather than it's a we, it's a group effort. We don't use people for our gain, but rather develop them because we really want to see them do their best. And really, if we lead someone to greatness and achieve over us, we should really be pleased with that. We don't place blame as a leader, but rather we accept it, and we take that and we learn and grow from it. We don't just instruct someone to take something and go, but rather that let's go, we as a group, and rather than my way, strength and unity. So we really need to look at collaboration and working as a team.